Saves you time, I think, probably. I think that's the thing. I mean, they know what they're looking for, and they you know, they know what they're doing, and it saves a lot of time. I think that's the main thing, really.
Yeah, it just boils it all down, doesn't it? There's this, this and this and this. They can explain it to you roughly. I'll be looking for them to explain how it works, the pros, the cons, the pitfalls. You know, why go that way? What's the reason for it? What are we looking at? What if we have a change in circumstances? You don't want to be falling down a hole in 3 or 4 years' time because you're doing something else. I suppose it'd be just putting it all together.
Well, I say it's just it's. I have a feeling that they actually have access to more stuff than you can look up on the internet, basically, and they can haggle a bit. You know, so as if you've got an income multiple which you can't, which you haven't quite got enough income for that, they can probably haggle a bit and get you a slightly better income multiple. That would be my perception.
Well, if you trust it, it's how you get hold of him is the big issue.
Cheaper, you'll end up hopefully having a cheaper mortgage.
Or yes, it should be financially better off for you.
Yeah, and you don't have to bother doing the legwork yourself.
Because they know what they're talking about, and it's such a minefield.
Well, they're not tied, I suppose, to any products. Is the only difference? Well, and again, going back to my last response, I think they would be a bit more responsive because that's what they specialise in.
They have more extensive knowledge than you, so they know more about what what products are out there.
And they can do it more quickly. So you haven't got to do the research. If you're strapped for time, they can just do it for you. And if you're willing to pay, then it makes life easier.
The advantage would be is that they've got the inside track on things, so you would hope that they'd be able to demonstrate that taking their advice would save you money in the long run. So that would be the advantage I'd be looking for. Would you look for anything else, Mark?
I think in our case it's useful because he knows most of our finances as well, so he would fit the right product into us.
So it's about the person. It's about the person and them knowing you, or making a relationship with you.
Well, yeah, the relationship to some point, but also the knowledge of our finances.
But then we have to trust them as well to want to share that information with them.
Yeah.
Get a more comprehensive look at the market.
You can see in like what Investors Chronicle, if you want to go that far, but you can see in the money section of any Saturday paper who's offering the best mortgage. At that time, I think we just took a longer view that the Nationwide was was going to remain a building society, because we got ours 10 years ago when there's all this demutualising going on. So we thought it was best to stick with the building society because they'd be the best. And we just stay like that. So I guess the question's more directed at sort of rate tarts, that hop around from rate to rate.
They're not restricted by leniency towards their own employers' products. So they'd be looking at, I would presume, a broader possibilities and options. So, and I guess, I suppose the relationship's a bit more personal as well, possibly. So they might be a little bit more, I suppose, motivated to give you good service.
Yeah, I'd second that, yeah.
Well, they give you more choice, I think, and they're not... it feels like they're doing it more for you than a tied financial advisor, that they're looking out for your best interests rather than just for the people who pay their wages.
In our circumstances, probably very little.
I think in our circumstances, probably quite a lot.
Oh. Okay.
Well, we couldn't walk into a high street and get a mortgage because we don't have any credit. Well, we do have that little mortgage now, but we don't have credit cards, we don't have anything, and we've got no proof of income.
Yeah.
We're not easily mortgageable, are we?
No.
So we need someone that can go around all the different ones and find us something that will fit us.
Yeah. Yeah.